This is 50 facts about the iconic Betty White. Brought to you by the 280 Times Trivia channel. Fact 1. Betty White is older than Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was invented in 1927. Betty White was born on January 17, 1922. It was a Tuesday. Betty White's mom and Lucille Ball's mom were best friends. Betty White's middle name is Marion. Fact number 5. Betty is slightly older than the 3-light traffic light. Both of Betty's grandmothers were Canadian, though neither one of her grandfathers were. There has been one radio show, and 3 TV series with the title, The Betty White Show. Betty graduated Beverly Hills High School in 1939. Betty originally envisioned having a career as a forest ranger. Fact 10. Betty frequently describes herself as a lifelong animal freak. At one point during her childhood, she and her family was taking care of up to 20 dogs. Being a writer was her backup plan, after realizing that she couldn't be a forest ranger. Her television debut was 3 months after graduating high school. At the time she joined, it cost her $67 to become a member of the acting union. Fact number 15. Betty earned $37 for her first commercial. One of her first regular radio jobs was on a show called Grab Your Phones. She earned $10 a week. Her first regular television gig was 5 ad-libbed hours, 5 days per week, later became 6, and started at $50 weekly. In 1952 she won her first Los Angeles area Emmy Award, beating out fellow nominee Zsa Zsa Gabor. It would be 22 years between her first and second Emmy Awards. Fact 20. Betty hosted the Rose Parade for 19 years, and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for 10 years. She played Pictionary with Fred Astaire in her living room. Betty White quote: "The life you live is more important than the job you do." Former President Obama wished her a happy 90th birthday by asking for her long-form birth certificate. Her family cancelled a vacation because Mickey Rooney invited her to perform. So they didn't make it to Hawaii in the first week of December, 1941. Fact number 25. Her dream co-star that she never got to work with is Robert Redford. In the 1954 version of The Betty White Show, as producer she fought back at criticism of hiring a black cast member, by giving him even more airtime. She once called her first 2 marriages rehearsals. The day Betty met Al Ludden, Al told a friend, "I'm going to marry her." Was once accidentally casted to a radio show, because producers contacted the wrong Betty White. Fact 30. Betty White turned down hosting SNL 3 times. Betty White, Michelle Obama, Muhammad Ali and Steve Harvey were all born on January 17th. Betty said the greatest time of her life was the hour and a half she spent with Coco the gorilla. Betty White and Rue McClanahan were offered each other's roles on The Golden Girls. Betty has stated that she usually preferred dating older men. Fact number 35. Betty has played with rhinos and gorillas, but has only ever been injured by a swan. Experienced her first kiss when she was 14. Although adoring many of her jobs and roles over the years, her favorite TV gig was The Pet Set. As a rule, Betty doesn't go to most funerals. David Letterman was the presenter for Betty's 5th Emmy. Fact 40. Betty didn't biologically have any children, though she helped raise her third husband's children. Betty has worked with the Los Angeles Zoo for over 50 years. Betty says the key to her long-lived life has been eating well, hot dogs and French fries. Betty has stated that she would want fellow actress Meryl Streep to play her in a movie or biography. Betty was the first ever 3-time guest on Larry King Now. Fact number 45. Betty names all her vehicles after animal species. Friend and actress Jamie Lee Curtis randomly drops off yellow roses to Betty's house. Betty provided the English voice translation for the character, Yoshi, in the 2008 Japanese animated film, Ponyo. She appeared as the character, Rose Nyland, in 4 different television series. From the 1940s to the 2020s, Betty White has had a role in at least one movie, each decade except for the 1970s. And our final Betty White fact for this video, number 50. She has television credits for every decade, from the 1930s to the 2020s. And that has been 50 facts about the legendary, amazing Betty White. We hope you enjoyed this presentation and learned at least a few new things about her that you didn't know before. I know in researching her I learned a whole hell of a lot, and in doing so, I respect her even more now than before. Hit that subscribe button and drop us some feedback. We'd really love to hear from you. I specifically would love to know what was your favorite Betty White fact. I can't choose just one, but I am specifically fond of fact 6, 26, 35 and 42. You gotta have some Canadian in you somewhere to love hot dogs that much. For the 280 Times Trivia channel, I'm Joel Curtis.